You don't think that the amount of money coming back in from the paycheck would supplant that, though? Or is it a hard deal to compute to convince people?
Well, of course, with our members, we're dealing with increased food cost, and menu prices already in the past 12 months have increased in some cases up by 4%. So, combined with increased menu prices, increased sales tax, it's going to cause, some consumers to reconsider their option to dine out.
How many members do you have?
We currently have about 925 members.
Across the entire state?
You're
from Pascagoula originally?
I'm originally from Pascagoula.
Boy, that place over the last 20, 30 years looks a little different, doesn't it?
It has changed.
And Pascagoula is beginning to, there's some great things going on there.
Oh, most definitely. Saw where the shipyard was awarded a big maintenance contract. We
were down over the weekend and driving up and down the coast. It looks great. It's just a lot of things going on, a lot of building going on, and thank God we missed that last system that was coming through.
Yes.
Took a right turn, and nobody complained about that at all.
Not at all.
All right, where are we right now? What's the state of the health as so many different things that have happened to the people as far as the restaurant business? I don't understand how in the world anybody would open up a business right now, but people are doing it.
They are. Not the ideal times in which to open a restaurant.
That's an understatement.
No.
Beside the COVID situation and the quarantine and shutting down and trying to open up and not having employees coming back and the Delta variant, how the hell can these people take much more?
They're very resilient people. They really are. They're very innovative in dealing with crisis, and they've done a remarkable job since this began.
What do you want them, the people, to know about what's going on as far as on the inside, how the health of these, and what we can do, and anything that's happening as far as the Delta variant? Do you think that they're going to be shut down again?
I'm hopeful that they will not. Certainly, it's a concern, both from employees and from patrons. There have been examples of trying to encourage employees to get vaccinated, offering bonuses to go get vaccinated.
Do you know of any of the restaurants there that have mandated it so far?
Not a mandate. As far as giving them an option between wearing a mask and being vaccinated, yes, I have seen that, but not a mandate specifically to be vaccinated.
Some of these people spent a great deal of money putting this plexiglass in to just, and I had that story a little bit earlier this morning about the plexiglass, but I don't know what else you could do.
Well, last year when, of course, we had shelter in place and we were reopened, and everyone had to reset their dining areas to encompass social distancing.
Yeah.
Of establishments that have booths, and you can't really, in some cases, you can't break those booths apart. So the plexiglass was a good option for them. It certainly was.
Pat, is this going to, and I think it's already happening, it's retooling what we know as restaurants in a lot of ways. And a restaurant of the future is going to be a little bit different as far as which one goes forth and the way maybe some even not as perceptible as people would think, but maybe the dining rooms are going to be a little bit smaller. The drive-thrus are going to be more expansive. Is that going to happen?
Yes, and we've already seen it. But yes, as far as the future of the industry, the takeout and delivery option, is here to stay. And,
which means there's going to be less employees needed, which means there's going to be less square footage required.
That is correct. Much smaller footprints that you will see in the future.
What's the buzz behind the scenes as far as the trade shows and things like that, and certainly in the fast food industry as far as robots are concerned?
I attended a conference several weeks ago, and the comment was made that McDonald's had just purchased an artificial intelligence company, and pointed out that was by no mistake. They are going to investigate the use of artificial intelligence in their operations in an effort to reduce the need for human labor.
See, it's already happening as far as pizza, where there's a robot, well, I say a robot, a machine is going to crank out a pizza pretty darn good.
Yeah, but overall, I mean, there are certain segments in which robotics and artificial intelligence can be utilized, but for the most part, and especially in fine dining, it's based on the human experience.
Well,
and you can't replicate a meal, by artificial intelligence or robotics.
But here's the good part about that, though: if they bought an AI company, maybe somewhere down the line they could get the ice cream machine to work. I'm just saying.
Understood.
They can't get it done now. It'll never happen. I was talking with a couple of people as far as we talk about change, and this is interesting, that how is the electric vehicle going to change this too? Because we were talking about the possibility where everybody's going to have to, certainly the traveler, periodically they're going to have to stop. Instead of filling up, they're going to have to recharge, and that recharge is not going to be 5 or 6 minutes or 10 minutes. It's probably going to be 30 minutes or 40 minutes or whatever it happens to be. That's going to constitute a whole new realm there. Do you get somebody like Sonic, retooling, putting some charging stations there, or if people don't want to stay in the car, restaurants will have a charging port?
Certainly, those recharging stations, I'm quite certain, have given consideration to food service, while people wait.
Yeah. So you think the retooling is going to be a lot different when you see it in the future, and it is already slowly but surely happening.
Yes, it is. And if you've I've seen some architectural drawings of fast food concepts in the future. It looks more like a drive-through bank.
Really?
And kind of what you see, currently at Chick-fil-A with the different lanes. Yeah. But, yes.
Well, look,